For thousands of years, people have been searching for the paradise described in the Peach Blossom Colony, one of the representative works of Tao Yuanming, who lived between 365–427 AD, a great scholar in the Eastern Jin Dynasty of China. A section of the poem describes, when he came to the end of the grove, he saw a spring which came from a cave in the hill. Having noticed that there seemed to be a weak light in the cave, he tied up his boat and decided to go in and explore. At first, the opening was very narrow, barely wide enough for one person to go in. After a dozen steps, it opened into a flood of light. He saw before his eyes a wide, level valley, with houses and fields and farms. There were bamboos and mulberries, farmers were working, and dogs and chickens were running about. The dresses of the men and women were like those of the outside world, and the old men and children appeared very happy and contented. Does it exist? Where on earth is it? At the junction of Bada Township and Akao Township in the north of Guangnan County, Wenshan Prefecture, Yunnan Province, surrounded by mountains on all sides, there is Bamei Village, a paradise that was discovered 19 years ago, 2003, and gives people a dream. From ancient times to the present, the entrance and exit of Bamei Village mainly depend on the two natural limestone caves in front of and behind the village. It is necessary to wait on the rock wall, support bamboo rafts, row canoes, take small boats, and pass through the dark water cave 800 meters long. The boat is rippling in the water channel in the cave. When it is quiet, you can still hear the sound of water dripping from stalactites. In the dark, another cave appears suddenly. There are 3 naturally formed small openings in the cave. Different magical lights and changing scenes can be seen in different seasons. After passing through the karst cave of 3 lives 3 worlds by boat, the sight suddenly opened up. Bamei Village gently flows into the eyes. The small river in the village flows gently, and the faint smoke rises from the bamboo forest. Standing on the bridge, you can have a panoramic view of the beautiful countryside, surrounded by green mountains. A clear river flows through the valley in an S-shaped curve. A row of large and small water tankers squeaky kept turning along the river. On both sides of the river are green paddy fields, which are intoxicating green, like a fine woven green carpet covering the whole valley. At the foot of the green mountain, there are several clusters of dense maple trees. It is a pastoral landscape painting, which is a fairyland on earth. In the village, women are washing vegetables and clothes by the river, men are weeding fishing nets, children are running around in the fields or playing in the river, and ants are sitting in front of their own doors, holding the soles of their shoes, and chatting with each other or looking at the villagers who come and go. Their faces often smile. This is the epitome of the daily life of the villagers in Bamei. At this moment, this scene is surprisingly similar to the description in the poem. Here, the floating clouds come out of the hills, the tired birds know the return, and a world without the noise of busy cars and crowded people, like a scroll of ink painting. Here, the dimension of time and space seems to be static. People in Zhuang Township work at sunrise and rest at sunset. You will find the original appearance of life, and if you are not careful, it will bring you into the most ancient nostalgia. According to legend, during the Southern Song Dynasty, the imperial court sent troops to attack Nong Zhigao, a Tusi of the Zhuang nationality. The latter was defeated, and the remaining troops fled to a cave and found that there was a paradise world in it. So they decided to stay and regain peaceful life. Because of this, most of the people in the village are Zhuang ethnic, and they are the first people to live in this place. There has always been a saying in the village, as long as there is salt to eat, the people of Bamei can refuse to communicate with the outside world. Therefore, contentment is the innate quality of everyone living in Bamei. Today, 700 or 800 years have passed, and there are still more than 100 households and a population of more than 600 here. They do the same thing day after day, but they are also happy. This village, which has been preserved in its long history, despite the changes in history, still retains a strong national history and culture. Some people say those love songs can best express the thoughts in their hearts. For Bamei's villagers, love songs are their business cards. Especially for Bamei's girls, if they can't sing, they can't get married.